What if your cat isn't watching cat TV for entertainment, but because its brain genuinely believes a hunt is real? Scientists discovered something disturbing. Bird videos don't affect every cat the same way. Some cats become calmer, others become frustrated, overstimulated, even obsessed with a screen. Because your cat may not be experiencing that TV as fake at all. And there's one hidden detail inside cat TV that completely changes what your cat experiences psychologically. Once you notice it, you'll understand why some cats stare at screens like they're hypnotized, while others suddenly attack the TV or walk away stressed moments later. And by the end of this video, cat TV is going to feel a lot less like harmless entertainment and a lot more like an artificial hunting world. Your cat's brain was never designed to process. Why cats can't ignore cat TV? Cats are not entertained by cat TV the way humans are entertained by Netflix. They're responding to prey simulation. Movement triggers survival circuitry inside the feline brain. A darting mouse, a fluttering bird, a squirrel changing direction unpredictably. To your cat, that's not content. That's potential prey. And here's the weird part. Indoor cats are especially vulnerable to this effect because in nature, a cat's brain evolved expecting constant environmental stimulation, movement, sounds, tracking, hunting opportunities. But indoor life removes most of that. So when a screen suddenly delivers rapid prey-like motion, their brain locks onto it almost instantly, which explains why some cats stare at YouTube videos harder than most humans stare at stock market charts. And honestly, some cat owners know this too well. You open YouTube for 5 minutes, and suddenly your cat has a full-time job supervising pigeons on a 5.5-inch television. But this is where the situation becomes strangely artificial, because your cat's brain was never designed to understand screens. And the deeper researchers looked into cat TV, the weirder the psychological effects became. The hunter loop. Here's where things get psychologically strange. In the wild, hunting follows a biological sequence. Spot, stalk, chase, catch. And the final step matters most. The catch creates neurological closure, dopamine, relief, completion. But cat TV interrupts the sequence. Your cat sees prey, tracks prey, possibly even attacks the screen, but never catches anything. The brain starts the hunting loop without ever finishing it. Animal behavior experts compare this to something called laser pointer syndrome. And yes, that innocent bird video could accidentally create the same psychological frustration. Because from your cat's perspective, the prey keeps escaping forever. Imagine playing a video game where victory is physically impossible. Now imagine your instincts forcing you to keep trying anyway. That's why some cats become overstimulated after long viewing sessions. They're not just excited, their nervous system may actually be stuck in an unfinished hunt. And disturbingly, this unfinished loop may explain a behavior most cat owners completely misread later. The screen is lying to your cat. Now, this next part sounds fake. Until you understand feline vision, humans see smooth motion around 50 to 60 frames per second. Cats, their eyes process movement significantly faster, which means older TVs can look bizarre to them. Instead of smooth motion, some cats may see rapid flickering images, almost like a slideshow. So while you're watching a relaxing nature video, your cat may be watching the visual equivalent of a haunted PowerPoint presentation. Modern high refresh rate screens work much better for cats, especially 120 Hz displays. And suddenly, one mystery starts making sense: why some cats become obsessed with screens while others completely ignore them. They may literally be seeing different realities, which creates a very uncomfortable question. If cats don't experience screens the same way humans do, what exactly are they emotionally reacting to? Your cat doesn't see your colors. Here's another thing humans get completely wrong. Most cat TV videos are designed for human eyes. Bright greens, deep reds, colorful forests. But cats don't see the world like we do. Their color vision is far more limited. Research suggests cats mainly perceive blue and yellow tones most effectively. Red and green, much duller. So that ultra-vibrant jungle video you carefully selected, your cat may see it as a weird muted blur with occasional movement. Which means motion matters far more than visual beauty. Your cat does not care about your cinematic aesthetics. Your cat wants chaos, tiny moving chaos. And by now, one strange pattern is probably starting to emerge. Almost everything humans think makes cat TV enjoyable may not actually matter to cats at all. Sound matters more than video. This is where cat TV becomes surprisingly powerful, because many cats react more strongly to sound than visuals. Bird chirps, rustling leaves, tiny squeaks. Those sounds activate prey detection systems deep inside the feline brain, and without sound, many cats lose interest quickly, which explains a very specific cat owner experience. Your cat ignores the TV until one random bird chirp happens, and suddenly they teleport into the room like furry FBI agents investigating a national emergency. For cats, audio is confirmation. Movement says, something is there. Sound says, it's real. And that single detail may explain why some cats become completely absorbed by screens, while others suddenly attack them. The strange science of cat boredom. Here's something most owners never realize. Cats eventually stop caring. Researchers observed that many cats lose interest after extended viewing periods, usually somewhere between 1 and 3 hours. At first, their attention is intense. Then, gradually, the brain adapts. This process is called habituation. The stimulus stops feeling important, which means leaving cat TV running all day often becomes pointless. Your cat's brain eventually categorizes it as harmless background noise. And honestly, this is probably the most relatable cat behavior ever. Because cats somehow manage to act deeply obsessed with something and completely bored by it within the same afternoon. But researchers notice something else. Some cats don't simply lose interest. Some become overstimulated first before mentally checking out completely. Cat TV can reduce stress. Now here's the surprising twist. Cat TV is not always bad. In some situations, it may actually help anxious cats. During thunderstorms, fireworks, construction noise, or stressful environmental sounds. Nature videos can act as sensory masking. The soft chirping and environmental sounds partially block frightening noises outside, which may reduce anxiety in some cats. So weirdly enough, a fake digital bird can sometimes help a real biological nervous system calm down. That's an incredibly strange sentence, but scientifically, it makes sense. Which means cat TV exists in a strange psychological space. For some cats, it reduces stress. For others, it may quietly create it. The TV is in danger. Now let's talk about the true victim of cat TV, your television. Because prey drive plus sharp claws is not a peaceful combination. Many cats instinctively swipe at moving objects on screens, especially birds landing near edges. And yes, some cats absolutely will attack your expensive TV like they're defending the family from digital wildlife, which means screen protectors are not paranoia. They are survival equipment for the television, not the cat. Although from your cat's perspective, the threat on the screen may feel surprisingly real. Cat TV also affects humans. This part gets overlooked constantly. Humans are affected too. Studies have shown that watching cute animal content can significantly reduce stress and anxiety levels in people, which explains something deeply important. Sometimes, cat TV isn't really for the cat. It's for the exhausted human being sitting beside them. And honestly, watching your tiny predator chirp at fake birds after a terrible day does something weirdly therapeutic to the human brain. The internet accidentally invented digital emotional support animals, and we all just accepted it. But there's still one final problem, because emotionally helping a cat and biologically satisfying a cat are not always the same thing. The real way to use cat TV. So after all this research, a strange conclusion starts emerging. Cat TV is most effective when the brain believes the hunt can actually end, which is why short viewing sessions followed by real play matter so much. Use cat TV as enrichment, not replacement. Around 20 to 30 minutes is usually enough. Then transition into something physical. Feather toys. Movement, something your cat can actually catch, because the feline brain needs closure. And once you understand that, cat TV stops feeling like harmless entertainment. It becomes psychological stimulation. A carefully engineered hunting simulation designed for one of nature's most efficient predators. Which is honestly hilarious, because that same predator still gets scared by cucumbers, falls off tables, and forgets why it walked into rooms. The next time your cat freezes in front of a screen, staring at digital birds like their entire existence depends on it, remember, they may not be watching entertainment. They may be experiencing something evolution never prepared them for. A hunt that stimulates instinct without ever allowing completion. And maybe that's why some cats become mesmerized by screens, while others eventually walk away frustrated, confused, or overstimulated. Because your cat was never really watching YouTube. It was trying to understand a world its brain was never designed for. And somehow, humans turned that into a form of entertainment. So now, I want to ask you something. What's the weirdest thing your cat has ever reacted to on TV? because after researching this topic, I'm genuinely convinced some cats believe televisions are haunted.